The 2024 Carabao Cup final is upon us. It is, of course, the first available trophy in England, and we have made it to the final in our first season in the Premier League. We do face Newcastle United. Newcastle United, of course, runners-up in last season's Carabao Cup final, losing to Manchester United. We lost to Manchester United on the way to the final, losing in the semi-finals. So these are two teams that made it deep in last year's competition, but now find themselves at Wembley, and we do not plan on finishing second best. Welcome back, Nottingham Forest FC 24 career mode. If you're going to enjoy this video, please do drop a like on it and subscribe as well. I'd greatly appreciate that. A big chance for Marcel Koppensaviç to make history. Only 6 months into his job here at Nottingham, and a chance for a trophy. This has been a successful first part of the season. You know, we are in February. I have to say we are not in the best form possible, and I mean, some people say form goes out the window in a final, right? It's all about who turns up on the day. It's all about who takes their chances on the day. And to a degree, I agree with that, but it also plays part in the confidence you take into the game. And we have not been playing our best football, but
that's all we have time for today.
We have to be playing our best football today, or at least we have to die trying! Let's have it.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
The 2024 Carabao Cup final sees Newcastle United take on Nottingham Forest. Newcastle United are the runners-up of last season's Carabao Cup as they lost to Manchester United in the final. Nottingham Forest also lost to Manchester United in the same tournament, losing out in the semi-final. So two teams that went very deep in last season's competition now look to lift the trophy. Newcastle United look to win their first major trophy and major final since 1955. That was the FA Cup. So it's been a very long time, 69 years now, looking that we are in 2024. Looking at Nottingham Forest's trophy drought, not as long as Newcastle, but still quite lengthy. Their last major trophy and major final win coming in 1990. And ironically enough, it was the League Cup itself. So, two teams that have needed some trophies for a while. One of them will be victorious today. And now let's just take a look at the most recent results against Newcastle. We've already faced them 4 times this season. We lost 3-0 in the league at St. James's Park. It was a no contest. We then met them again at St. James's Park in the FA Cup, in which we got a 2-2 draw, leading to a replay. We beat them in the replay at the City round 3-2. And our most recent result, just coming 2 games ago, was in the league at home, and we drew 1-1. So 1 win for us, 1 win for them, and 2 draws. Anything can happen today. This is the Newcastle team that we will be facing. They are winless in their last 5 games. They have 4 draws and a loss in there. So they aren't in the best form either. We aren't either. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two good teams take on each other when they're not at their best. This is the lineup that we have put together. We have Lacaramas in goal, Niakate, Yates, and Chalobah at the back. Sangare, Danilo Dominguez in midfield, Tavares and Montiel as wingbacks, and Morgan Gibbs-White playing behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We've decided to go with DCL ahead of Taiwo Awoniyi. I mean, it's just a toss of the coin, really, because none of them are reliable like that. You know, they both have been scoring goals, but it seems as if whenever they're picked to start, they don't really perform. So Taiwo is on the bench if needed, but let's hope that we can rely on our centre forwards, you know, from the beginning. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a tough game. These are 2 of the best defenses in the Premier League. I think we have the 2nd best defense and they have the 3rd best defense. And we've already seen that our record against Newcastle is all over the place. You know, we've beat them once, they've beat us once. And the 2 other games this season already have been draws. So we've played them 4 times. This is the 5th game. This is the tiebreaker. And it's the ultimate tiebreaker. Because whoever wins today, and there will be a winner today, will leave with the trophy. And the other team will be absolutely heartbroken. And of course, when we do play finals, we show the whole game. You know, so I guess it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Lacarimas with the ball here. It's a big occasion, man, but we shouldn't let the occasion get to us. You know, it is, of course, Nottingham Forest's first final since 1992. So that's like, what, 32 years since their last final, which was the League Cup as well, which of course they lost. But let's not think about losing. It's here to play our game. Chalobah stepping in there. Good defending from him. Well, was momentarily a bit nervy, but we got away with it. Here's Dominguez to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin, good play from him. Montiel. But now the unfortunate part is Calvert-Lewin is not in the box. And a poor shot there from Morgan Gibbs-White. Both sets of fans are very audible. You know, two teams that have not tasted success in a very long time, and two big teams in English football. Dominic Calvert-Lewin there forcing the first save out of the game. Shot on target there. Nick Pope makes the save. Good start from us. Crossed in. Headed away. Counter-attack potentially on here for Newcastle, but we should try to stop this before it gains any sort of momentum. Here's Isak. Always a danger man. I believe he scored a hat-trick against us in the first game that we faced Newcastle. Saved there by Vlachodimos. Not the most convincing save. He just palmed it, didn't really direct it wide. You know, as a goalkeeper, you should look to make the save and direct it wide, take it out of the danger area. So here come Newcastle again. Isak, a very good turn from him. Just highlighted him as the danger man. And he proves why. Newcastle take the lead in the Carabao Cup final. A fantastic turn from Alexander Isak. Not a fantastic finish though. That looks very much down the middle. I don't know how Vlachodimos isn't making that save. He really should be. And the Geordies are bouncing in the stands. This is the last thing we needed. The last thing we needed was these big, topless, beer belly Geordies dancing in the stands, bro. Because these men are a real problem at times. But here come Newcastle. We are having problems on the field. Nuno Tavares steps in there. Oh my goodness, loses it. We cannot lose our heads though. We're looking a bit nervous here. I don't know what's going on. Is it the nerves? Yeah. Wembley, big stadium, big occasion. No, it's still football, boys. It's still football. There's Yates. Try to switch it there. Cut out by Trippier. Shaw now. Dan Burn, just over 20 minutes into the game. We had the first few chances of the game. But Newcastle took theirs. We didn't take ours. Chalobah. A pass from him intercepted by Joelinton, collected by Barnes. Barnes plays it to Isak. Yates tried to step in. Yates got it wrong, and now we're short at the back. It's Harvey Barnes. In the box, looks for a cutback. Good positioning there from Ibrahima Sangare to cut that out. But also cut out by Bruno Guimaraes. We're under pressure right now. Newcastle looking like the better team. Guimaraes steps away from Sangare, but he drags his shot wide. We need to get back into this game real quick, boys. Because if it goes to 2 or 3, it's going to be done, innit? Vlachodimos goes long, tries to find DCL. He's nowhere near the ball. I mean, the momentum has completely changed, hasn't it? Burns pass there, finds Barnes, and Chalobah steps in, but fouls his man. Advantage played on. Crossed in, a poor cross should be collected here by Danilo. It is. Can we get forward? Not many players in the attack. You look at that tackle, man. Newcastle also trying to make it physical, but Nuno Tavares gets away from Trippier that time. DCL late to make the run. Working it here to Danilo. Danilo, good ball out wide there to Montiel. We now have bodies in the box. Try to cross it in, but it is cleared away. Game is starting to open up. Both teams are getting forward well, but we in particular are struggling to create any meaningful chances. Gibbs-White there with some good play to find Dominguez. Dominguez in a wide area here. Cuts the ball centrally to Calvert-Lewin with a very poor touch. Under immense pressure from the Newcastle defence. But he should be doing better, man. Yeah, this is a real battle right now, isn't it? Jockeying for possession, trying to get control of the game. That's a poor ball from Niakate. Presumably trying to find Montiel on the opposite flank there, could not quite do so. And this is the current difference in the game. Isak's shot where Vlachodimos, firstly bad positioning, but secondly, just the reactions of a shovel there. What was that? Newcastle go long and they win the second ball. Good interception though from Dominguez. Dominguez plays it here to Danilo. Can we get a bit more pace in the attack, boys? Be a bit more direct. Have a bit more conviction. Have a bit more confidence, lads. Here's Isak again. It's Almiron. Almiron back to Bruno Guimaraes. Stay solid. Let's just stay solid. It's Joelinton. Joelinton, too much space for him there, boys. Anybody gonna close down that shot? At least this time Vlachodimos is awake to it. Close to half-time. We have not been at the races here. Crossed in there. That was a poor touch from a Newcastle player, but then they still have it. Share plays it in there. Good block by Niakate. Chalobah goes back to Vlachodimos, and Vlachodimos has been poor today. Look at that kick as well. Only 2 minutes added on. And I know that we aren't a team that starts games very well. You know, we very much are a reactive team. We're a very pragmatic team. We kind of start games looking to... Oh, hold on, Dominguez! Just before half-time! What am I talking about? Nicolas Dominguez with the last kick of the half. Gets us level in at the break. That just came out of nowhere. I don't know what Newcastle did here. I was fully convinced that we were going to go in at the interval, a goal down. If I'm being real, that's probably what we deserve. After a poor start to the game, yeah, Eddie Howe is absolutely fuming and I understand it, but we are back in the game. It's 1-1, clutch moment from Nicolas Dominguez. Big goal, and now it changes the team talk. Like I was in the middle of a team talk and it changed. Listen, we started the game poorly. We looked nervous. Our goalkeeper definitely does look nervous because he hasn't been himself today. But that man is the difference. He makes it 1-1. We're back in the game, but neither team have really created big chances so far. And it is expected, like I said, two of the best defenses in the Premier League. And looking at halftime, 0.8 XG, 0.7 XG. Possession is more on Newcastle's side. They have 5 shots, we have 3. Not many chances either way. Nick Pope has made 1 save. Vlachodimos has made 2. So, yeah, this game is going to be a game of fine margins. And you'd like to think that the team that get the next goal really put themselves in a position to go on and win this game. Let's carry on the momentum from that late goal in the first half into the second half. And no, don't do that! Bloody hell, lads. Carry on the momentum from the end of the first half into the second half. That's the plan. Not miss 5-yard passes. There's Nuno. Gibbs White. Poor pass. Kind of forced it there, mate. That pass was never on. Barnes now. It's the thing with Newcastle, man. They have so much pace in their attack as well. That has been evident whenever we've played them, that we have struggled. Against Barnes, against Isak, against Almiron. These guys are very direct at times. And we always go back to the lack of pace we have at the back. You know, our centre-backs are not quick at all. But here is Dominguez. Dominguez is having a brilliant game. Look at this. Nicolas Dominguez still getting forward into the box and takes a shot on himself. Do not blame him. He's having a good game. Hope goes long. Trying to get back into our shape here. Kind of slow in doing that. You can see how open we are in the midfield. Not really liking this too much. It's Barnes. Barnes collected. Good stuff there from Sangare and Chalobah. Winning the ball back, and here is Dominguez. He has Montiel ahead of him. He will find the Spaniard. Montiel Just drifts into the space there, but he played that way too early. Could have taken another touch there to find Calvert-Lewin, who has once again been quiet. We're probably coming across the time where substitutions will be needed to make an impact. Because, oh my goodness, can anybody close down this angle, lads? Oh my goodness. In the end, we forced him a bit wide. But we were slow in putting the pressure on Barnes. But yeah, once again, our starting striker has not been effective. I don't know, dude. I really don't know what to do with these guys. But listen, we're going to make a change. We're going to keep Gibbs-White on, play him a bit further back, and bring on Callum Hudson-Odoi. So a more attacking change. Danilo comes off. Big let off there in the end from the Harvey Barnes chance. And a big chance for Hudson-Odoi here to come on and be a hero. Lacadimos goes long again. Can we win a header this time? We do. It is Sangare. Headed down to Yates. Yates to Niakate. Niakate goes long, and this time it works. And now Montiel is in behind. And Montiel in space has time. But wait. Whoa. Do we? No, we don't. We don't. He took way too much time. Take a touch. Whip across in, my guy. Newcastle now with the changes. Lascelles off to Leon. I mean, some might say this guy should not be playing. Yeah. I bet he shouldn't be playing. Tough game. Tough game. They go long. Win it. Well then, Nakate wins it. Down to Dominguez. Now Dominguez playing on the left-hand side of the midfield. And still looking very good. Ball collected by Gibbs-White. The pressure from Joe Linton is immense. Niakate collects it. Now Niakate starting to spray those passes. Here's Nuno. Nuno crossed in. It's poor. It's poor. But we are now starting to find our wing backs with those direct long balls. They are finding the space as well because they are as wide as possible. Basically hugging the touchline. But their crossing has been poor, man. And they are such a vital part in our chance creation that if they are poor and not having a good game, we really struggle for chances. And now we're open in the midfield here. Joe Linton plays it to Almiron. Saved by Vlachodimos. We've been the better team in the second half, but Newcastle have probably still created the better chances, man. Really frustrating. Corner taking shot towards Almiron. Oh my goodness, we're tripping over each other, boys! Headed away by Chalobah. Further headed on by Dominguez. Collected by Morgan Gibbs-White and played into the space. It is Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Can he come to life now? DCL. Why? Why go for that ball? Poor again in transition. Good play by Sangare. Sangare has actually been on it today. Here is Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi slips in Dominic Calvert-Lewin! Popo. Just no power on it. He kind of had to take it early there. The keeper was rushing out. The defenders were closing him down. But did not get the connection he wanted on that shot at all. Heading into the final 15 minutes now of the game. Still 1-1. Still a tight game. Still very few chances created. Shot from range by Dominguez. Which just typifies how few and far the chances have been, especially for us. You know, Newcastle haven't created anything clear-cut either, but I'm pretty sure they have more shots and more shots on target than us. Sangare again. Absolute monster of a performance today from him. Solid in that midfield. Gibbs-White. Perhaps a moment of magic from him. Dominguez. Dominguez to Calvert-Lewin heading to the final 10 minutes. This is it, boys. This is it. Come on, Gibbs-White. Let's get a bit of trickery going. Hudson-Odoi, a good turn. Straight at Pope, though. He was always going to make that save. A corner. A corner. Could be a corner. It could take a corner to decide this final. Gibbs-White outswinging right-footed cross. Oh, look at Pope, man. Just coming out comfortably. This guy is a tree of a man in there. He goes long. Headed on by Dominguez, collected by Sangare. Sangare to Atsunodo. He tried to find Gibbs White, but the Newcastle defense stand strong once again. Trying to press them potentially into a mistake here. There's Bruno to Byrne. They're keeping the ball well. They're not feeding the person, just a dinked ball over our press there. To Willock. Nah, just stop the pressing, boys. It's not working. It's just not working. Sangare again. Another massive tackle from him in the midfield. And a counter-attack potentially on here in the final few minutes. Nicolas Dominguez gets forward. He has runners ahead of him. He also has Tonali closing him down and just rushing him into a mistake. And eventually the Italian wins the ball back. Really getting tired now. And that's not what we need. With Almiron running at our defense, we try to win it back, but it kindly bounces back to Joe Willock, collected here by Trippier, back to Almiron. Willock out on the right-hand side. Crossed in, headed away-ish. I don't know what that was. Kind of sliced the header there. Chalobah not convincing at all. Into stoppage time, final 2 minutes, boys. Come on, we have been the team with the late goals all season. This will be the latest of late goals, but a poor pass from Gibbs White trying to find the run of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It looks like we'll be going into extra time. Or will we? Or will we? Somebody stop this. What a tackle that is. Oh my goodness, lads. Almost just let them in at the death there. Massive tackle from Trevor Chalobah. Takes it to extra time. It's 1-1. I think they were better in the first half and we were better in the second half. A few more chances in that second half. You know, with both teams trying to go for it. But still, you're seeing why these two defenses are so strong. Again, the XG is not that high. 1.3 and 1.3. Very even game. Possession still in Newcastle's favour. Shots 7-7. Looking at the saves, it's 4-3 now. So we worked Pope a bit more in that second half, like we said. But DCL has not been at the races today, so he'll be coming off. We'll bring on big Taiwo Awoniyi. Taiwo on against tired legs could be something to look forward to. We'll also bring on Anthony Alanga, the absolute pace merchant, on as well. Again, against tired legs. He really should be the difference. You know, him running at a tired Kieran Trippier, a tired Dan Burn. I mean, it should give us some joy, right? Kind of hoping for that. Not the tackle there from Sangare. That's one man that's not tiring at all. It's right there to Chalobah. Chalobah switches the play here, and this is the guy that we're going to be looking for. Just going to keep spamming the ball to this guy, and for him to run in behind, and for him to not run the ball off the field, my guy. You see the white lines? Play within them. So much space for him there. I don't know why he did that. But that's the play. That's the play. We're going to go direct to Alanga just for him to run in behind and potentially put a cross in. Taiwo is fresh, so he has no excuse not to make the runs. So let's see if the plan will work. Sangare to Dominguez. We need the run here from Alanga. There he is, looking for the little 1-2, but Awoniyi goes back to Sangare. Taiwo collects it again. Here's Alanga. Can he get away from his man? Well, he did. Trippier brought him down, and it's going to be a yellow card. Okay, he's on a yellow. Do it again. Do it again. We know the plan. Yeah. So far, so good. It's quite a difficult angle here to put this in. Probably favors a left footer, but we don't really have anybody that's left footed that's sick from crossing. So let's do it with Gibbs White. Gibbs White, yeah, was never going to work with a right footer in that situation, was it? Never going to work. It's Trippier to Wilson. Wilson intercepted by Dominguez. Dominguez as well, been absolutely solid. And here's the chance potentially for Alanga. Poor cross. I mean, he's not left footed, right? But, I mean, surely, mate, you're a professional footballer. Can't cross on your weak foot? Really? We don't even need it to be pinpoint accurate, yeah? We just need a cross into a decent area. I'm sure Taiwo will get there. But here is Gibbs White now. Gibbs White linking up with Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi's cross is again cut out. Bro, this Newcastle defense is insane, you know? Come on, win that, win that. Well done, Niakate. It's been all Forest in extra time. Oh, that was dangerous, my bro. If Laconimus gets that wrong, we probably lose this game. Fine margins. Mate, I don't need that kind of stress in my life right now. Not when we're this close. Willock to Almiron. Newcastle's first attack in extra time here. Cross is charged down by Chalobah, but it is handball and will be a free kick. Final play of the first half in extra time. Vlachodimos came, he got a hand to it, not a convincing hand to it, but we get the ball away. It's half time in extra time. Still 1-1. Still nobody able to create any big, meaningful chances. Final 15 minutes or else penalties. We need more from Elanga, bro. This guy just has to be the difference. There is no conversation, my bro. You have to be the difference. Bloody hell, you're the quickest guy on the field, mate. And you're one of the freshest as well. There's Almiron, not too far from being the quickest. Good play there by Elanga, back helping out defensively. Yates to Sangare. Sangare probably not best player today. Look at the ball as well. Collected by Elanga. Come on, this is the moment, mate. Get away from your man. You have runners. Taiwo Awoniyi is there. Put a ball in. Put a ball in. Put a ball in. There's the ball. There's the chance. And the chance is gone. Chance came and gone, but potentially a chance here for Newcastle. This is nervy. But Vlachodimos very calm with it. Newcastle keep it in. Now Anthony Gordon. Talk about pace. Bloody hell. His Botman. Joe Linton. Getting forward. Trying to get away from Montiel. Puts a ball in and it is a foul by the right back. Free kick for Newcastle. Headed on by Hudson-Odoi. Cleared by Chalobah. Volleyed! Blocked and wide. Vital block. I don't know who that was, but a vital block was put in there. Because it looked like Tonali was about to score. Miguel Almiron trying to fire up the tune. This is not the time to be allowing Newcastle to build any sort of momentum. Here's Morgan Gibbs-White, perhaps a counter-attack. He doesn't have much support though. Morgan Gibbs-White will probably have to go in it alone. And if he does go in it alone and score, this would be a hell of a goal. Morgan Gibbs-White still going and does play it eventually to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Taiwo Awoniyi has come on, and apart from that chance that was smothered by Pope, we haven't seen him. Really haven't seen him. Joe Linton. Played here to Wilson. Wilson plays it to the middle there. It is a foul. Oh, this is the last thing we need. You can't be giving away free kicks against these guys. These guys are pretty decent in the air, you know. Crossed in there, headed away by Montiel. Hudson-Odoi, but perhaps the final chance of the game. Morgan Gibbs-White, again away from quite a few players. The run in the middle there is Hudson-Odoi. He's a bit slow in making that run, but we'll still find him! And he'll get his shot away, but Nick Pope is there again. End-to-end stuff. Newcastle keep committing players forward for set pieces. We keep defending them and counter-attacking, but now a set piece of our own here through Morgan Gibbs-White and Insunyan cross. Perhaps now. No, it's not. We're into stoppage time. This is it. One more cross in, lads. Gibbs-White, another cross in, and again dealt with comfortably. Dealt with comfortably. It's full time. It's full time at Wembley Stadium, the Carabao Cup final, and it will be decided on penalties. 120 minutes played. Nobody able to get the winner. 1-1 it finishes. Tight game. Well contested game. Chances for either team. Unfortunately, somebody's going to have to lose this. Callum Wilson puts Newcastle ahead. Gonzalo Montiel to take our first penalty. To score our first penalty. 1-1. Is that Fabian Shaw? He does go straight down the middle! From one centre back to another. Niakate now. Hell of a pen. Hell of a pen. It is Almiron. It is not a save by Vlachodimos! Just went under him! So unlucky. Taiwo Awoniyi. Go straight down the middle. It's 3-3. Oh, it's getting nervy now. It's Anthony Gordon. It's a very poor dive. A poor attempt of a dive. Ibrahima Sangare probably been the best player today. Please don't miss. Oh, he doesn't. Top corner. You need one save. One save, Lakodimos. Please, my friend. There's the save. He saves the 5th penalty from Newcastle. Morgan Gibbs-White to step up, to potentially win it. Nottingham Forest number 10. Oh, he rifles it in off the post. Decisive penalty in the shootout. And Nottingham Forest are the winners of the Carabao Cup. What a moment that was. You needed a guy to step up. He was the guy. He was the guy. Nerves of steel. What a penalty that is. In off the post. A bit lucky, some would say. But the Forest fans are bouncing in the stands as we lift our first trophy at Nottingham Forest. The first available trophy of the season is coming to the City ground. What a shootout. What a game. Fair play to Newcastle, bro. They are an insane team. They are so good, especially defensively. We worked for that. We worked for that. I'd say this was an evenly matched game. Probably penalties was the way to decide it because we couldn't really say for sure who are the better team, right? But listen, none of that will matter. Nobody will remember the performance Newcastle put in. Everybody will remember that penalty from Morgan Gibbs-White and Ryan Yates. Yeah. Nottingham Forest Academy player to captain to trophy lifter. Yeah, there we are at Wembley. The winners of the Carabao Cup. First trophy in 34 years for Nottingham Forest. Comes at the first time of asking. And this is the one I wanted, boys. This is the one we've been prioritizing. Most people mock the Carabao Cup. Most people say that, tin pot trophy. No, we want all the trophies. Yeah, any single trophy we can get, we will take. And look at the final. The final was Newcastle and Forest, right? Most of the big teams don't even take this seriously. You know, most of them put out a B team, a C team. They just want to get knocked out. They don't really care about it. No, we prioritized it from the very beginning. Maybe we were a bit lucky with the teams we faced because we faced Gillingham, we faced Crewe, we faced West Brom, Burnley and Norwich on the way to a final, right? We didn't face any top team. The best team on paper we faced were Burnley, and Burnley are probably going to get relegated. So we were fortunate in the draws all the way up to the final, but in the final we still had to perform. And Marcel Koppensaviç is here, boys. Yeah, he's fully here! Trophy in the cabinet. And now we kick on. First trophy in. That means we will be getting European football. Yeah, when you win the Carabao Cup, you will at least get Conference League football. Yeah, I know it's not the best European competition, but it's at least confirmed. But we're also still high in the table. There's still a lot to fight for. And the season is not done. You know, I guess the downside of the Carabao Cup being in February is if you win it, you may get complacent. You may be like, hey, job done, let's relax now till the end of the season. But no, that's not what we're going to do. We're still in the league. I believe we're still in the FA Cup as well, but listen, now the league takes priority. We have a trophy in the bag, yeah? I believe we're drawing against Chelsea or something in the FA Cup, so that's going to be very, very difficult. But there's still a lot to fight for. Yes, actually, the next game is Chelsea in the FA Cup. That's going to be a tough game, especially after playing 120 minutes in the Carabao Cup final and looking that we have Liverpool next. Yeah, that Chelsea game is definitely going to see us rotate quite a lot of players, but we have a lot of big games coming up and we still have a lot to fight for this season. No room for complacency. But what a season it's been so far. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, please do drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it, and please do subscribe as well. I'd greatly appreciate that. I've been Quitty Crusher. I'll see you guys next time.